Passions running high in LA and around the country following the Supreme Court's landmark decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. The celebrity pushed down by LAPD during the protest. Plus, some help for all that pain at the pump when $1,000 could be coming your way.
The Rundown, brought to you by Goal Zero.
You're watching The Rundown. I'm Michelle Valles, in for Robin Winston. Protests have been taking place across the country and in LA since Friday's Supreme Court decision to eliminate federal protection for abortion rights.
This is a massive violation, and we are here to make sure that everybody knows, including the Supreme Court, that we are here showing up to protect abortion rights.
Several states implemented trigger laws designed to make abortion illegal. Arkansas is one of those states. NBC's Chuck Todd talked to the governor of Arkansas on Meet the Press.
So if a 13-year-old, though, in Arkansas is raped by a relative, that 13-year-old cannot get an abortion in Arkansas. Are you comfortable with that?
I'm not. I would have preferred a different outcome than that. But that's not the debate today in Arkansas.
Abortions remain legal in California, and the CEO for Planned Parenthood here in LA says they're already working on expanding their services to accommodate more people. Some states have been preparing for the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade. On this map, the states in red are the ones where abortion is banned. Abortion is restricted in the states in yellow. But abortion is protected in the green states, which includes the West Coast, California, Oregon, and Washington. There's an investigation into LAPD's use of force after video shows officers pushing actress Jodie Sweetin to the ground on the 101 freeway during an abortion rights protest. Michael Aday says he shot this video on Saturday, and he says he's stunned that the video he captured shows the Full House actress being pushed to the ground by LAPD officers. Sweetin was apparently not seriously hurt.
She ended up behind the police line. I don't know how that occurred. She ended up behind that line, and she was communicating with officers back there, and she was on her way back to join the group of protesters and lead the protesters away from the freeway. And it was at that point where she was shoved in the back by two officers.
Sweetin's publicist shared this statement with NBC4, which read in part, "Our activism will continue until our voices are heard and action is taken." Meanwhile, the LAPD says the force used will be evaluated. The department went on to say as the nation continues to wrestle with the latest Supreme Court decision. Now, the LAPD will continue to facilitate First Amendment rights while protecting life and property. Millions of Californians will be getting some relief from these high gas prices in the form of up to $1,050 to help fill up your tank. Governor Gavin Newsom and state lawmakers have reached a deal to send $9.5 billion in tax refunds to Californians. The money can be used to offset gas prices and to help put food on the table. Larger refunds will go to households that earn less money and claim dependents. The deal is expected to be approved by lawmakers this week, with the money going out in October. Here in Southern California, gas prices in LA County are at $6.35. Riverside County drivers are paying $6.24 for a gallon of regular. In Orange County, gas is going for $6.27, while in San Bernardino County, it's about 1 cent more than that. And Ventura County gas costs an average of $6.32. Overall, prices have dropped 10 cents in the past 2 weeks. Let's see how the weather is shaping up for your week. Here's meteorologist David Bigger.
Hi there. Well, we're still dealing with a lot of heat around the region as we go through the next couple of days, but it will be gradually cooling off through the remainder of the week. So first of all, let's go through the overall pattern for Monday. We have an area of high pressure that's been sitting over the West Coast. This is what's responsible for all the heat that we had over the weekend and that we have for Monday. But as we go through the next couple of days and head toward the middle of the week, by Wednesday, that area of high pressure will now be over the midsection of the country. That means temperatures will start to progressively cool down, but will still remain somewhat warm. This area of low pressure, though, sitting off the Pacific Northwest, this is what's really going to make the difference getting toward the end of the week. So by Friday, this is deepened. That means the marine layer will start to deepen as well. We'll be looking at some cooler temperatures coming our way. And by the time we get into Friday and Saturday, we're right back to where we should be for this time of year. That's the latest on the forecast. Back over to you.
David, thank you. Police are investigating several street takeovers in Compton early Monday morning. People were also setting off fireworks. The illegal fireworks only added to the dangers of these street takeovers. Large crowds of people were seen gathered around cars, doing donuts across several intersections. Police arrived to break up those street takeovers.
I'm a power blackout, and I'm going to put you in the dark. What is that?
It's the Yeti 3000X solar generator, a home backup system from Goal Zero. Take that, blackout.
Problems continue for airline passengers. There were thousands of delays and cancellations across the country over the weekend. It's a sign of what could happen during the 4th of July holiday weekend. An economist from travel service Hopper says airlines are still rebuilding from the pandemic and aren't ready for the high demand for travel.
Airlines have rebuilt networks essentially from zero over the last year, but demand, people booking travel and wanting to travel, has well outpaced airlines rebuilding their capacity. And what we've seen this summer is that many of the flights these airlines hoped to be able to service, they simply don't have the staff.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is urging airlines to hire more staff ahead of the 4th of July holiday weekend. It could be just a matter of days when new shipments of baby formula start arriving in stores across Southern California. And this weekend, more baby formula shipments arrived in the U.S. Up to 150,000 pounds arrived in Houston from Germany as part of the Operation Fly Formula effort launched by President Biden last month to help ease the shortage. Nearly 100 pallets of Nestle Supreme Pro 2 formula are set to be distributed nationwide. Now that's enough to supply more than 1.5 million bottles. Baby formula was also set to arrive in our area from Melbourne, Australia this weekend. LA County's fire chief is set to retire. Daryl Osby has served the county for 38 years. He's been chief the last 11 of those years, and his last day of service will be July 30th. Before he retires, Chief Osby will work with the Board of Supervisors to lock in a plan that will lead to his replacement. It was a big opening weekend for the new summer blockbuster Elvis. The film finished tied with another big favorite, Top Gun Maverick.
I wish to promote you, Mr. Presley. Are you ready to fly?
I'm ready. Ready to fly.
Both Elvis and Top Gun Maverick raked in $30.5 million in weekend ticket sales. The movie stars Austin Butler as Elvis and also Tom Hanks as his manager. And even though Elvis is shaking things up, Top Gun Maverick is still breaking records. The film surpassed $1 billion globally. It's also Tom Cruise's first time reaching the milestone in his career. Someone is now a millionaire in Glendale after winning the Powerball, but not the big jackpot. A $1.4 million ticket was sold at this United Oil gas station in Glendale along North Glendale Avenue. The ticket had 5 numbers but was missing the Powerball number. There were no tickets sold with all 6 numbers. A woman in Orange County is celebrating a very special milestone birthday. Friends, family, and the community came together to party it up for Connie Williams' 110th birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Workers at Senior Living Community Emerald Court honored her with a big birthday cake, and you're looking at video provided to us by the senior home. Connie got to pick out the lunch menu, which included some of her favorites like tea sandwiches, mimosas, and chocolate cake. And yeah, she also got on the dance floor doing the swing with some professional dancers. Connie says one of her biggest accomplishments is walking more than 10,000 miles between the year 2000 and 2008, as she still walks about 1 mile around the community every day. Happy birthday, Connie. You can always get news, weather, and traffic updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. See you next time on The Rundown.